Alright, horror fans, brace yourselves. If you thought 2023 delivered the scares, wait until you see what 2024 has in store. This year's horror lineup is packed with spine-chilling tales, terrifying creatures, and enough suspense to keep you glued to your screens. Whether you're into supernatural thrillers or apocalyptic nightmares, this list has something to haunt everyone's dreams. So without further ado, let's dive into the top 10 scariest horror movies of 2024. Starting off at number 10, we have The Watchers, a supernatural horror movie that will have you questioning every shadow. Directed by Ishana N. Shyamalan, this eerie tale follows Mina, an American immigrant who gets stranded in a sinister Irish forest. Seeking shelter in a bunker-like structure, she joins a group of other trapped individuals, all living in constant fear of the mysterious Watchers, shape-shifting creatures that observe and mimic them. As Mina uncovers the dark secrets of the forest and the true nature of the Watchers, she's forced to confront terrifying truths about her past and the unimaginable horrors that lurk in the shadows. This film is a masterclass in building suspense, with a haunting atmosphere that lingers long after the credits roll. Next up, at number 9, is Sting. Don't let the title fool you, this film is anything but a joke. Directed by the talented Kia Roach-Turner, Sting tells the story of Charlotte, a curious 12-year-old who stumbles upon a strange spider in her rundown apartment building. But this isn't your average creepy crawly. The spider grows at an alarming rate, turning into a monstrous creature that wreaks havoc on the entire building. The tension builds as Charlotte and her stepfather Ethan try to contain the horror. But the real terror comes from the realization that this isn't just a spider, it's a nightmare waiting to unfold. And the shocking twist at the end? It'll leave you checking every dark corner of your home before you sleep. Coming in at number 8, we have The Strangers Chapter 1. If you thought the original Strangers films were terrifying, this one will make you double-check your locks every night. Directed by Harlan Grimes, this spine-chilling sequel brings us back into the nightmare as Maya and her boyfriend Ryan's road trip takes a horrifying detour. Picture this: a seemingly innocent stay at a remote Airbnb in Venus, Oregon, turns into a brutal fight for survival against masked killers. The suspense is relentless, and just when you think they might escape, a knock at the door changes everything. Will they survive the night, or are they doomed to become another cautionary tale? You'll have to watch to find out, but one thing's for sure, this film will make you question every Airbnb booking from now on. At number 7, we have the much-anticipated prequel, A Quiet Place, Day 1. Directed by Michael Sarnowski, this film takes us back to the chaotic first days of the alien invasion that brought humanity to its knees. The story centers around Samir, a terminally ill cancer patient in New York City, whose life is shattered when the deadly creatures descend upon Manhattan. As the world collapses into silence, Samir teams up with Eric, a lost student, and his cat Frodo in a desperate bid for survival. The tension is palpable as they navigate a world where the slightest noise means certain death. This film doesn't just deliver heart-pounding scares, it's a poignant exploration of survival, resilience, and the will to find moments of joy, even in the darkest times. Taking the 6th spot is The First Omen, a prequel to the iconic horror classic The Omen. Directed by Arasha Stevenson, this film dives deep into the origins of evil, set against the eerie backdrop of 1970s Rome. The story follows Margaret, a young novitiate who discovers a terrifying conspiracy within the church, a plot to bring about the birth of the Antichrist. As she bonds with a troubled orphan, Margaret begins to experience nightmarish visions, uncovering the dark truth about her own role in a satanic ritual. The film's climax is a shocking revelation, with Margaret giving birth to twins, one destined to become the Antichrist. The First Omen is a haunting tale of horror and despair, setting the stage for the events that will soon unfold in the classic series. This one is not for the faint-hearted. Sliding into number 5 is the horror comedy hybrid Abigail. Directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, this movie offers a darkly humorous twist on the vampire genre. The story centers on Abigail, a seemingly innocent ballet dancer who is kidnapped by 6 criminals looking to score a $50 million ransom. Little do they know, Abigail is actually a powerful vampire, and she's not about to play the victim. As she reveals her true nature, the criminals quickly realize they've bitten off more than they can chew. What follows is a bloody, action-packed battle as Abigail turns the tables on her captors, all while grappling with her complicated relationship with her crime lord father. The blend of horror and dark humor makes this film a unique and thrilling ride. At number 4, we have Scream, a slasher film that brings back the classic horror vibes with a modern twist. Directed by Michael Levy, Scream follows Roy Keenan, a man desperate to reconnect with his family by recreating a cherished vacation at a remote hotel. But what starts as a peaceful retreat quickly descends into a nightmare when a group of deranged killers invades the hotel, turning it into a bloody battleground. As Roy fights to protect his family, the film delivers intense, edge-of-your-seat action that harks back to the golden age of slasher horror. This one is for fans of relentless, no-holds-barred terror. At number 3, we have Oddity, a psychological horror that will keep you guessing until the very end. Directed by Damian McCarthy, this film follows Ted, a psychiatrist haunted by the mysterious murder of his wife, Danny. When Danny's twin sister, Darcy, a blind clairvoyant, arrives at his house, dark secrets begin to surface. Darcy reveals that Ted orchestrated the murder with the help of an orderly. But that's just the beginning. As a life-sized wooden mannequin comes to life and a haunted bell from Darcy's shop summons a vengeful spirit, Ted finds himself trapped in a nightmarish game of his own making. This film is a masterclass in suspense, with every twist and turn leaving you questioning what's real and what's just a product of a guilty conscience. At number 2, we have Long Legs, a disturbing horror thriller directed by Osgood Perkins. Set in 1970s Oregon, the film follows FBI agent Lee Harker as she investigates a series of gruesome murder-suicides where fathers kill their families, leaving behind cryptic messages signed by Long Legs. As Lee delves deeper into the case, she discovers that Long Legs has been manipulating her life since childhood, with her mother as an accomplice. The film builds to a heart-pounding climax as Lee races to stop the next murder and uncover the dark secrets that have haunted her entire life. This film is a chilling exploration of the human psyche and the horrors that can lie within a seemingly ordinary life. And finally, at number 1, we have the sci-fi horror epic alien Romulus. Directed by Fede Alvarez, this film is set between the events of Aliens and Aliens, taking us back to the terrifying world of xenomorphs and corporate greed. The story follows Rain Karine and her crew as they venture to a derelict Weyland-Yutani research station, hoping to salvage valuable cargo. But when they accidentally activate a xenomorph cocoon, all hell breaks loose. The crew must survive relentless attacks from the deadly creatures while also confronting a terrifying new hybrid egg xenomorph with human traits. The tension is unbearable as the station hurtles towards destruction, and Rain and her team fight for survival. This film is a must-watch for any horror fan, blending sci-fi and terror in a way that only the Alien franchise can. So there you have it, the top 10 scariest horror movies of 2024. Whether you're a fan of supernatural scares, psychological horror, or good old-fashioned monster movies, this year's lineup has something that will make you sleep with the lights on. Which one of these nightmares are you most excited to watch? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow horror enthusiasts, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest horror content. Until next time, stay scared!